Hello everyone, this is Srushti Mudholkar from IAPS DAVV. Today we are going to discuss about operator overloading of insertion and extraction operator. So let's begin. So here is our first example. We have taken an integer type variable x which is assigned to 10. See out x. So what will be displayed on screen? Obviously 10 will be displayed on screen as an output. Let's take one more example. Complex C1 3, 7. Cout C1. We have written in the same way as in previous example. That is Cout X. So here the question arises. Does C++ know how to display a complex number? No, it doesn't know. Does it know how to display int, float, char? Yes, any type of data. You can use it using Cout. Then, how about displaying my own objects? So, when you are writing Cout C1, what you want as an output? The result I want on the screen is 3 plus I7. So, C++ doesn't know how to display a complex number. So, can't I overload insertion operator? Yes, I can overload. Now, let's write one function. First for displaying the complex number and then I will convert into an operator. So here I have taken a class complex with private members as real and imaginary and public members as default argument constructor and void display. Now, what void display will do? This function will display this one, cout real plus I imaginary. So C1 dot display will give an output as 3 plus I7. So it is clear that how to display a complex number. So the part is clear now. Now I don't wanna use void display function for showing a complex number. I wanna use cout C1 for this. So for this I should overload insertion operator. So let me slowly build up the concept. So here are two operators. One is insertion and second one is extraction. Insertion operator is associated with cout and is a predefined object of OStream class, whereas extraction operator is associated with cin and is a predefined object of iStream class. Now, here is the syntax of insertion operator. That is, OStream and operator, insertion operator, and we have passed two different objects as a parameter. The first one is OStream and stream, and the second one is class name and object. In this, the parameters are passed using the pass by reference. Now, the body of insertion operator, then the one thing that should be keep in mind here is an inserter returns a reference to stream which is of type OStream. Now here is the syntax of extraction operator, that is iStream and operator, extraction operator, and we have passed two different objects as a parameter. The first one is iStream and stream and the second one is class name and object. Here also we have passed parameters using pass by reference. Then the body of extraction operator. Then extractors return a reference to stream which is of type iStream. Now let's take one more example to understand the use of insertion and extraction operator. So here I have taken a class complex with private members as real and imaginary and public members as a default argument constructor and two friend function, one for inserting data and other for extracting data. OStream and operator, insertion operator, and the parameter passed are OStream and out and complex and C. This function is written here to display complex number, iStream, AND operator, extraction operator, and the parameter passed are iStream and I and complex and C. This function is written here to take input real and imaginary part. Now, why we declared these two functions outside? We declared it outside because they are friend functions. Then, why we made it as a friend function? We made it as a friend function because the parameters are taken from two different objects, means two different operands. So, this cannot belong to class complex. That's why we declared them as friend functions. In int main, we have created an object of complex class C1. Through scene, we have taken an input as real part and imaginary part, and through cout, we would be displaying real and imaginary part. Suppose we have taken two numbers as input, that is 3 and 8. So 3 would be real part and 8 would be imaginary part. So cout will display 3 plus I8 as an output on console screen. So this was the explanation of operator overloading using insertion and extraction operator. Thank you.